can't believe I'm in a cockpit.
As for my thumbnail. What? I'm in a bloody cockpit. I can't believe it. In Bangkok. I'm in Bangkok City. In a Boeing 747. In a plane's scrapyard. My legs are literally shaking to make this video. I am so excited. This is a 747 and I am in Bangkok. We're gonna explore an aeroplane graveyard, a 747 and some other aeroplanes. You just better watch this video. It's gonna be so interesting. I can't even think of what to say. I'm so excited. There's bits of planes all around the area, and basically what is happening here is a businessman has bought downed planes, crashed, damaged planes. You need to make sure that you get permission to come onto the land. You cannot come onto this without any permission. Many people get turned away, but let's just get inside. This is just absolutely extraordinary. Look at this. I cannot believe we're going to go in a 747. I've got these nasty little grass spikes on me. But that's boring, so let's just move, let's just pick this out. Ah, really spiky. They're like little cactus. Wow, look at this. This is the door for, I guess, like the luggage and stuff, the maintenance door for a 747. Look at this. This is unbelievable. Look at this. Wow. Right, so I absolutely love planes. I'm a bit of a fanatic when it comes, well, no, I wouldn't say a fanatic, but I really love planes. I'm so excited here. This might be a bit of a long video, but I tell you what, it's going to be an adventure, and I think you're going to want to watch this. Anyway, let's have a little look around. So what's happening is there's a businessman that basically has bought all these planes, bits of planes, and he's just scrapping them slowly, bit by bit. He's selling off the parts. But to be honest with you, there is so much more material here than I thought there was. Like all of this, what's this? This is plastic, so this is why this is still here. This is the overhead luggage compartments. You can see up there that there's actually like another piece, maybe it's another door. With the windows in there, you can see the structure. That's so weird. It feels like plastic. It can't be though. That feels like plastic. It feels like the plane is made out of plastic. I can't believe it. Maybe it's just a super light aluminium. Let's explore. Let's go in the bloody plane. Look at this. So they've laid down bits here so that you don't fall through the holes in the floor. Got a flap time delay monitor. This is so cool. Oh my god. You're going to get annoyed at how excited I am here. Got to be careful of how you walk around in here. You don't want to hurt yourself. There's lots of rusty metal. Wonder what this is. This looks like some sort of mechanism. Shear out. I don't know what it says. What's this? Oh, it's to release the gear. It's something to do with the gears. I don't know what. You can see that the insulation's been taken out. You can see there's holes here in the structure where cables would have been, wires and stuff. And look at the shape of the plane. I wonder if this goes towards the nose. That's right up there is the nose. I wonder if they actually ever stored anything in here, or whether maybe it's just electronics and stuff. I don't know. Anyway, let's carry on. Let's carry on having a little look around. I'm going to take my mask off because there's no one here. I'm just making myself really hot, sweaty and humid. Oh my days. Right, let's go up the ladder. Very, very small space. Wow. This is just epic. I don't know if I can fit up here with my bag on. Wow. So this is the main part of the plane. Looks like the cockpit's been completely stripped out. Or maybe not, maybe you just can't get to it. I wonder how to get to it. I'm gonna try and get to the cockpit once I've explored this area. How cool is this, man? Ah, there's stairs. Oh, okay, right. It's a jumbo jet, isn't it? I don't think I've ever been in a Boeing 747. I think I've been in a Boeing 737, which is smaller. This is like one of the last pieces of storage compartments that's still here. Door must be latched closed. 125 pounds or 54 kilograms maximum stow case. You can see how the aeroplanes are so light. Look at this. They literally cut material out of all of as much material as they can take off of the structure of the plane. They do. I'm very bad at talking. I'm really excited. I've been wanting to come here for a very long time. I was in Laos and I was told about this place, but it's quite hard to get in. Not most, but a lot of Phalang that come here, if you don't speak any Thai, you're less likely to be let in. Oh yes. Oh yes. So I don't know, is this first class? I don't know how it works. Is it first class? Because it's much smaller up here, or I assume they must have had chairs up here. This is a lot of wasted space if they didn't. And you got the chair rails here. Look at this. Doesn't look outside the plane. This is private property, so do not come on this land without permission. But there's a security guard and he has kids, and there's homeless people that live amongst these aircrafts. In fact, they live over there. I'll sort of show you the outside. I don't want to intrude, but I've got permission to be here. It's just that I don't know who that is that's turned up. Oh, there's a lady there as well. I think they know that I'm here though, because I told them that I was there. I've just paid them off and paid the security desk. There's a lady down there. Anyway, look, there's the bits of aircraft. And it's 3 families that live in this. They were homeless and now they've got a home, which is pretty cool. But yeah, they live in the sections, the mid sections of the aircraft over there. You can see them, really cool. You've got all the insulation, you can see here, that it's got really, oh, that feels so weird. It feels like a mix between really old people's skin and foil. It's super strange. Sorry, I've got slightly dirty nails from the oil already coming around here. Look, what's this? This must be like the emergency release to open, you know, for the exit. So you'd be like, I shouldn't probably move it because it might fly off, but you got, yeah, it's set to manual here. So that means that, you know, someone has to come and actively change it, move it. I guess when it's set to automatic, maybe that's an emergency system. You can see the way that the door's been made. Wow, this is so cool. Look at this. You can see all the mechanisms. Not all of the mechanisms, but you can see a lot of the mechanisms of the plane. Little light bulb there. Wow. And if you do come here, don't take anything. It's, you know, I can see why people would want to take maybe like a, you know, something from the aircraft. Really cool memento, best souvenir, coolest, most unique souvenir. But you know, that's stealing, so don't do that, because I read that someone has potentially done that in the past. Anyway, let's get to the bloody cockpit. All this overhead. Oh, there's a lot of broken glass. There's some miscellaneous stuff there. Bin must be latched closed. Let's see if it still closes. Put your baggage here. It shuts. You can see here that this would be the outside. This is the interior, sorry, not the outside. And look, you can see here that it's all honeycomb. Super light. Every part of this is fiberglass. You can see the fibers there. This is some form of fiberglass. Don't want to breathe it in. and it's got a honeycombed sort of, I don't know what that material is. It's like it's almost like a plasticated cardboard, like cardboard that's been coated in plastic. And then you got this here, I don't know, this almost looks like a projector. I know it's not. Maybe it's something to do with the air conditioning or something. No, that looks like a screen. Yeah, look, these have some sort of bulb to them. I wonder what, oh, sharpness contrast. It is a screen. It's something to do with a screen. Anyway, let's go in the cockpit. Wow. So we've got, this must be the private pilot's toilet. And a little stowaway here. I wonder what this bit was. Used blades. It says used blades there. I don't know what that means. Wow. Really, really cool. This is the toilet. Wonder if any naughty pilots had a ciggy in here, or had some fun with one of the air hostesses. So this would have been probably the engineer or something like that, navigator. And then you got the cockpit in here it's been really stripped back. It's even had the seats taken out. The pilot and co-pilot, the captain and the co-pilot seats have been taken out. And look, you've got the gears here. Oh my days. Oh my days. That is so cool. So that's the first one. So APL nose up. Okay, so that's to get your nose up. Stab. What's this? Nose down. We don't want nose down. We want nose up, nose up. We want the flaps. What do we want? What position? I can't remember now. That won't move anyway. And this, caution, do not lubricate. So this would have been attached to some cables that would have run all the way through the aircraft, and it would be controlling the flight controls, such as the ailerons, the flaps, the things that control the direction of the aircraft and the speed, the air braking. This is so cool. Oh, even though most of it's been taken out, so this is huge. It wouldn't have felt so big. The cockpit wouldn't have felt so big before. Now when I've seen pictures of this, there was a lot more controls and stuff, so I don't know how much longer this aircraft is going to be here. And you can see here, look, so this is where the flight controls would be. You know, how you steer the aircraft, you pull up, and the cables and stuff would have gone through here. Yeah, that's really interesting. And you've got the controls here. This is, I don't know, I can't remember. Is it? Ah, this is rudder adjustment, forward, backward, or something. Static source selector, normal and alternative. I'm really not sure. So I was in Air Cadets when I was a kid, and I nearly joined the RAF. I really wanted to join the RAF. I wanted to be like a weapons operator, weapons system operator, or a navigator. I wanted to be in an aircraft if I didn't make the cut to be a pilot. But then I realised that you know, our government was using the military to bomb, you know, children, hospitals and schools and stuff in the Middle East, and you know, our policies were creating terrorists, you know, killing innocent people. So I decided that it wasn't for me. Wow, I'm just going to put this back actually. So make sure if you do anything, just put it back as you left it. So number one rule. Look at this. So you can hardly see out of the aircraft. So let's sit in the position. What? How high were the seats? The seat must have been like that. So this is the position of the pilot, of the pilot's face. So you've only got like really about just over a foot of visibility vertically. And you can see here, look. So people have, Wow, so it's not cracked on the inside, it's cracked on the outside. So people must have been throwing things at this to smash the window, probably like kids and stuff. You can see here, this one's been smashed. Wow, it's not cracked on the inside at all. So we've got an extinguisher here, fire extinguisher, and very ironically, we've got loads of lighters in here. How ironic is that? So, I'm assuming that there would have been a seat here, a seat here, and a seat here. I mean, there must have been 2 seats there, and there's a seat here. But they've got rails here, so I'm assuming that that's a seat. I'm not sure. And there would have been, this would have been just full of switches and dials, same as over here, and all up here would have been full of switches and dials and levers. It says do not remove. It has not been removed. But yeah, look at this, this is really cool. You've got to be really careful in here though, because there's a lot of sharp materials, and you could get tetanus. So make sure that you have your tetanus up to date if you're going to be following in my footsteps and copying me. I can't believe I'm in a cockpit. It's for my thumbnail. What? I'm in a bloody cockpit. I can't believe it. In Bangkok. I'm in Bangkok City in a Boeing 747 in a plane's scrapyard. I could easily live here, you know. I could easily squat here. Easily. I could sleep here tonight. Just brush it off here. Just brush all this. I could easily sleep right here. I'd be very happy, you know. Recently people have been like, oh, how can you stay in these really like shoddy hotels, these cheap hotels and stuff? But I don't have really high expectations. I'm very easy to please, you know. I've not always had things, you know. I didn't have a home at some points in my life, so, you know, these hotels are luxury to me. You know, this would be an amazing hotel. I think really what they've missed the trick here. This has been here for about 21 years. Sorry, about 11 years. This aircraft, and you know they've obviously been taking it apart in that time. But they could have made a hotel or something out of this, a little guest house or something, or a pub, or you know, like a bar. Look at that. Look at that. The door's open. Door's closed. I mean, I know that's what a door does, but you know, it's just cool. So there's a little, we're going to go down in the depths of the plane and have a little look around again, but I just want to show you here that this is really interesting. My battery just died, so I'm sorry in the break in the video, but look, what I was trying to show you here is the aircraft is so big. Then when I initially came up here, I thought that, you know, that was the cockpit and they've just sort of shoved everything up there, and I don't know, the door and everything had been blocked up. I don't really know, but the cockpit is actually, oh, there, it's here. It's right above, just here. And actually, you can also see birds' nests. Look, there's a bird's nest there, and a bird's nest there. Let me just see if I can reach it. I can't see what I'm videoing, but you should be able to see a bird's nest. And you can see here that these are the cables that control the aircraft. So when I was telling you earlier about, you know, the gears and the flaps and stuff like that, look how thin the cable is that controls the whole aircraft. I wonder how heavy a 747 actually is. It must be really, really bloody heavy. And all that force on the aircraft, on the controls of the aircraft, the flaps and stuff, all those tons and tons and tons of force are literally being controlled by this cable. Now I'm sure that the cable will be hooked up to a hydraulic system, because otherwise it would just be impossible for the pilot to even have the strength to move it. So these cables aren't holding those tons and tons of force, but they are controlling them. We've got a nest and an egg. We've got a nest and an egg in a 747. I love adventure. I really do. This is just so cool. Right, let's get back down into the depths of the aircraft. Might have to put the camera down just to get in safely. I don't want to hurt myself just for a shot. Wow, it's just so cool. Really, really like tight with your bag. Oh, here we go. So it looks like you can get down into that bit, but I'm not going to go down there because it looks like it's collapsed. I'm not going to kill myself for a video. Wow, let's go and explore some more. So this has been the 747. Wow, look, you can see here that they've got masks. Still got their masks. I'm surprised that this hasn't been sold. And this is something that I read that some people may take, so don't do that, because you're going to ruin it for other people that potentially are going to come and be able to come here. They'll just stop people from coming in completely if you start taking stuff. Wow, so this is the hold. This is where all the, you know, if you have animals that be in here, you know, the cargo, luggage, that kind of thing. If someone's died abroad and they're being repatriated, then you'll have the person stowed down here. You can see here that they've had to put in some structure to hold the aircraft in place, stop it from rolling over, and it's not 100% safe. I must tell you this. Is, you know, I read many places that it's not safe. Danger, high voltage. Right, let's go and explore these smaller aircraft.